Applying to jobs is a long drawn battle. What advice do you have for this part of the process?
All the good things take time and effort. It took me like 3 4 months of rigorous preparation before I could land my offers.
Hi guys, my name is Arushi and welcome to my channel. I have about 6 plus years of work experience building tech products, but today it's not about me. It's about a dear friend of mine and a fellow product manager who I have here on the channel today to speak to you about the things that matter. Akansha is currently working as a senior product manager at Urban Company in India and is helping scale the unicorn to greater heights. She's worked across different functions in product ranging from fintech to new customer acquisition and has also been a part of the startup's journey of launching in the United States. And today she's here to share with you her experience of transitioning from a non-product background to a thriving career in product. So without further ado, let's hear it from Akansha. Hi Akansha, welcome to my channel. Thanks for taking out the time to join us today.
Thanks, Arushi. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Akansha, why don't you tell the audiences a little bit more about your background and your journey before you went into product?
I graduated in 2016 from IIT Guwahati. Post that, I joined Ola's business team as an associate program manager. Although I did enjoy my time over there, but I wanted to explore more before finally deciding upon what I wanted to do in the long term. So then I joined Microland as an associate tech architect. Learned a lot about tech during the job and started even. But during my time as an architect, I realized that I was much more interested in why we are doing this, what impact will it drive, etc., etc., and rather than how, as in how the system design should be, how should we code, all these things. So finally, then I knew my calling and then decided to work towards becoming a product manager.
Great. So we see that you're someone who moved from a non-product to a product role. One of the biggest issues that people like you struggle with is to put across a non-PM experience into CV points that make it relevant for a PM job. What advice do you have for people like this?
So when I started researching about PM rules, I realized that getting into product is a chicken and egg problem. As in, most of the recruiters ask for PM experience, and you won't get any experience before you become a PM. So then I decided to find synergies between my job and a PM role and started taking initiatives to fill those gaps. This was really helpful as it showed that I was already a PM and just without a title. It also showed that I had a lot of skin in the game, and I'll just cover four key areas over here, which I did, and you and maybe people who are aspiring to be a PM can follow that same path as well. First was knowing and showing impact is critical for PMs. So understanding the why behind everything. So for example, if you are a developer working on a B2B product, then you should know what is your team building and why is your team building that? How many customers will be using it? How much revenue will it generate? How are your competitors doing? What is the differentiator of your product, etc., etc. If you don't have these numbers readily available, then maybe you can reach out to your PMs to get these numbers. Second key area is project and stakeholder management. So this is a very important skill while you are a PM. You have to continuously work on deadlines. So try to work closely with your project managers in designing sprints, taking stand-ups, ensuring timely delivery, etc., etc. Try to get projects that require you to coordinate between multiple teams, talking to multiple people, getting work done, and stuff like that. Third key area is reach out to PMs in your org and start helping them out with their work. So usually PMs are overloaded with work and they can actually use some help from people. And when you start helping them, you will learn what they do day to day in their day to day lives, and how they think, how they break down problems, and all those aspects. Fourth key area is courses and some personal projects. So do some courses from platforms like Coursera and also pick some apps that you frequently use. Write some case studies about them, that things that you feel are good in those apps, and features that you feel are good, and things that you feel can be improved. You can publish your case studies in your on your Medium page, and then put your Medium link on your CV.
Agreed. It's a critical ability to bring out your experience into relevant CV points. And the structure you gave away, I think that's the best giveaway of this video. However, writing a CV is not the only thing you do when you're prepping to shift to a job, right? What else do you think one has to do to make that shift?
So when I first started learning about what PMs do, I was fortunate to have few friends who were already PMs. I had lengthy conversations with all of them to understand what they do. Thanks to internet, I reached out to a lot of product folks on LinkedIn and was able to set conversations with some of them. Apart from this, I read a lot of blogs about overall product management and PM interviews, took a few product courses on LinkedIn, read 8 to 10 books on PMing. I think the most important ones which I think added most of the value were cracking the PM interview, Inspired, Decode and Conquer. And there are a couple of other books also available on internet. Then saw a lot of mock interviews on YouTube. Did a few interview dry runs and case studies with my product friends to get some confidence and know that if I was moving the right direction. While I was doing all this, I also started shaping my current work to bring more in line with the PM role.
I genuinely think these tips about how to get that impactful CV and how to go about applying to a product role are simply golden. But I'm aware that applying to jobs is a long drawn battle. What advice do you have for this part of the process?
You can try switching into a product role within your current organization. Getting a product job outside is way more difficult. When you try switching internally, there are like three benefits. People trust you more. Most of the times, they even know you personally. You already have a lot of business context in terms of what your company does, what it does, and how it does things, and what are the revenue streams, what is the business, and all those things. And then you are aware of the org's way of working. So switching internally not only increases your chances of landing into a PM role, it also increases your chances of success. Uh, Having said that, internal interviews people sometimes take lightly, so they should not be taken lightly. The groundwork that is needed is same as the groundwork that you would do to get a PM job outside the organization.
Honestly, I agree with you over there. Getting someone who knows people in the organization and has business context is definitely better than getting someone who we haven't even seen work before. In fact, in my experience, I've seen countless such examples over the years. However, many people struggle with this. Either their organizations don't have relevant job openings, or they're not able to break the glass ceilings and get into the role of their choice. In this case, they end up looking outside. What advice do you have for such people?
So three most important techniques that work for me here are: one, use your network. Reach out to your friends working in other companies to refer you. A referral sharply increases your chances of getting a call back. Second, binge on LinkedIn. I was surprised with the number of responses that I got via this channel. Search for product leaders working in the companies you are targeting and send personalized emails to them. The note should briefly tell about who you are, what you do, and why you want to join the company. Third, learn from your rejections and be patient. I reached out just to give you some sense of numbers. I reached out to like 100 plus folks from 50 plus orgs. I gave 30 plus interviews in 15 plus companies, and then finally landed three offers. So I tanked my initial interviews. I was so bad at them that I would have never hired myself at that level. So, but what I did was that I always asked for feedback. What I did well, where I went wrong, and what are my key improvement areas and stuff like that.
Thanks a lot, Akansha, for answering all of my questions. Do you have any closing thoughts for my viewers?
So two things that I want to say over here is: one, start small. It doesn't matter in the long run. When I started looking out All my peers who were working in product were already product managers, but I still took an APM role, which is like one level below. But once I joined the product, I got an accelerated growth path. I have seen this same happening with like my other friends as well, who either compromised on role or compensation or the company they are working for, but they eventually caught up and got there. So don't think that I will not join this org because this org is so small, or I will not take a role which is like lower than my current peers, and all those things don't matter in the long run. And secondly, and most importantly, don't lose hope. It is a very high effort job to get a PM role. Uh, all the good things take time and effort. It took me like 3-4 months of rigorous preparation before I could land my offers. And sometimes it can also take much longer depending upon how much time your current job needs, and what is your current role exactly, and how can you start pivoting. A lot of factors are there, but eventually if you have enough grit, and if you have enough confidence in yourself, you will get there. Don't lose hope. It is important to stay strong.
Wow, I don't think I could have summed it up better. Thanks a lot, Akansha, for joining us today and sharing insights, which I'm sure will help a lot of candidates prepare for their job finding journey.
Thanks, Arushi, for this amazing opportunity.
So guys, this is it for this video. I hope by hearing Akansha's experience, you were able to realize that it takes a lot of patience and effort to get this job. However, on this channel, I'm with you every step of the way to help you prepare. So if you found this video useful, then please share it with your friends and comment below if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to answer them. Thanks a lot for watching so far. I'll see you next time.